So this here is an Arduino. It's a microcontroller. It can control things, and it controls all of these pins right here. They're numbered, and we call them IOs, inputs and outputs. So IOs, they're inputs and outputs. We can send signals into them to tell this Arduino something's going on, or we can send signals out to tell something to do something, like turn a light on, turn a motor on, something like that. And then obviously we can send signals in, like I said, like a temperature sensor tells this thing what the temperature is of something, or it tells something how far away something is, or if somebody's pushed something, or all that stuff. So there's a lot of signals we can send into it. Today we're just going to blink a light. And this is an LED, a light, forgive the focus on my camera here, it's a light emitting diode, LED. And a diode is just something that electricity can only flow one direction, and that's true with this. This one just can do lights as well. And you'll notice that one side is longer here than the other. That's the positive side. The short side is negative, where we're going to put the ground. Okay, so there is a ground here. We're going to use pin 13 here on the side. Let's see if it can focus here. So we're going to use pin 13 there, pin 13, and right next door is the GND, the ground. So I'm going to stick the longer side of this one, I'm going to stick it into pin 13, and the shorter side I'm going to put into the ground, which is right next door to it right there. Okay, now normally we never put an LED directly into a pin, because LEDs need to have a resistor to slow the electricity down so it doesn't burn it out, because you can burn these LEDs out by sending electricity to them directly. They'll pretty much die within 1 second. They die really fast without a resistor. But pin 13 on the Arduino does have a resistor built in, because it's actually got a built-in LED on that same pin that we can play with on the board. So we're just going to go ahead and use pin 13 though, and light this Arduino up and make it blink. So it's okay this time only if you're using pin 13 to stick an LED directly in there. We're going to go ahead and plug our USB port into here, into our computer first, and then into here. There we go. And I heard a little noise on the computer, so that's good news. And now let's look at the Arduino IDE software. So this is the Arduino IDE software. When you first open up, it's just blank. You have to type in setup code here and loop code here. This is the code where it only does stuff once. So it'll do all the codes here that you put here one time. Then it moves over to the loop code and does this code. When it's done doing this code, it goes back to the top of this and redoes the code over and over and over again. So we're not going to write our code for this first one. We're just going to go here to File, and then we're going to go to Examples, and then we're going to go to Examples, Basic, and then to Blink. So File, Examples, Basic, Blink. So it's called the Blink tutorial. And you can find tons of videos online about the Blink tutorial. It's pretty straightforward. This is all just notes, okay? You're allowed to do notes if you put a /**. So type / and asterisk, and you can write all the notes you want, as long as you end it with a asterisk, then a /. And then this code right here, you can mess with it, and it doesn't do anything. It's all, kind of commented out. Same thing as if you put 2 / here. Same thing. Now the first line of code is set up right here, and it's only one line, and it's pin mode, LED built-in output. Go ahead and change this to 13 if you like. This will actually work. LED built-in will work, because built-in is pin 13, but I think it's better to see, oh, we're taking pin 13 and it's going to be an output. We're going to send a signal out to the LED. And then in the loop, it's going to repeat this code over and over again. So let's go ahead and change this to a 13, and this one to a 13 as well, the built-in. So don't forget to do both. And so what we do is we're going to digitally write to pin 13 high. Then we're going to wait 1 second, that's 1,000 milliseconds. So delay 1,000, that's 1,000 milliseconds, which is 1 second. Here's a note over here on the side. Then write low, that means turn it off. So turn the LED off, here's a little note. And then wait 1,000 milliseconds again, so that's 1 second. And then repeat. So it's going to turn on, off. So we just click upload here, push the little arrow right here, there's a little right arrow. And that should upload it, and there it goes. I have an error. Oh, that's because you got to go to Tools, Port, COM5, So make sure you choose the right COM port. So go to Tools, and then COM, look for the one that says Arduino Uno next to it, and then you can upload. I forgot to do that. And it should blink 1 time per second. And there you go. So let's see, it's working great. And there it is, blinking 1 time per second. And yours should do the same thing.